Hello, world.
Welcome to our podcast where we talk about anything and everything.
Nothing is off limits.
This is Everything Electrified with Hiba and James.
Shut up and sit down.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode 21?
21 ish?
It should be 24, but I think it's 21.
Don't-
21.
Oh my god, 21. Okay.
21.
Okay, don't confuse me. Don't dare you.
Wait, this is going to be our last episode of
For
the
the
year
year.
2021. This is it. We got to go
Wow.
out with a bang.
Oh,
Wow, with a bang.
so we're episode 21, and
Mhm.
we're gonna be in episode 22 in 2022.
Yes.
Yes, I got dad jokes, guys.
Wait,
Don't
hold on a second, guys. Right now, as we speak, we have 889 subscribers. Can we
Yay!
get to 1,000? Can
Bring
we
it
get to
up. Let's
1,000
go.
before the year ends? You guys, it's up to you. Hit that subscribe. Like, let us get to 1,000 before 2022. Let's do it. I want to go into 2022 with 1,000 subscribers. I don't know about you, but that's what I'm trying to do.
Just don't forget to like and subscribe so Elon Musk can come to your house and give you Teslas.
Yes, please. Teslas that don't exist that you can't get.
That you can't get. Maybe.
Yes.
Who knows? If he's being generous, maybe.
Not even.
Daddy Elon, I could use a Tesla, Daddy Elon. Anyway. Hey, but I have something to talk to you about.
Go ahead. We haven't talked in a while.
We have not. We have
No.
definitely not.
We
It's been
only
too
talk
long.
to each other when there's a podcast, I think.
Yeah. And we do work together, by the way,
Yeah.
guys. So it's kind of rough. So when we're working, and then that's it. We're home. That's it. We're done. So now it's just me and her, just we're shooting the shit.
Yes, we are.
So that's pretty much what it is.
Sorry to bore you through this.
Oh yeah. I got something to talk to you about. Hiba.
Go ahead.
I may rock your world.
Okay. I doubt it, but go ahead.
I am out. I am definitely 110% out of retro collecting. I'm out.
What?
I'm out of retro collecting. 100%.
Wait a
I'm out.
second. You have a whole channel dedicated to it.
I have a channel dedicated to repairing consoles. I'll still continue to do that because I love repairing.
Isn't it literally called retro?
It's the Gamer's Vault. It's called the retro.
Okay.
It's called the Gamer's Vault. So it's restoring and repairing consoles. I love doing that. That's my passion. So I'll still continue to do that for people who want me to do that in mod chip. I'll do that, no problem. But as far as physically collecting, I've gotten to a point in my life right now. I was telling my fiance when I woke up this morning. I was like, I got what I want as far as collecting. I have a lot, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
You do.
One of these days, I will have like Hiba post a picture of just my collection, and you'll be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" So I have a lot of collectors. There's only one game I want to hold in my collection, and I'm gonna be honest with you. That game costs too much money, which brings me to why I'm quitting. So that game that I want is Rule of Rose, and it's on PS2. That game, right off the bat, Hib, is like $400.
What?
I'm not paying $400 for a fucking video game. I'm sorry. That just
I mean, if you're a collector, that's what you do.
I am a collector, but I'm not paying $400
So
for that.
let me ask you this: are you getting rid of your collection, or
That's
making it smaller?
Isn't that the question? That's the good question, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm at this time yet. I'm content of what I have. Am I consider getting it smaller? Not yet. I have thought about it. I'm not gonna lie. And my fiance, God bless her soul, she stops me from deciding to do that. So I'm not decided yet on letting go on a lot of my collection. And let me tell you guys, I do have a lot of rare stuff in my collection. Just to give you a couple of ideas, like I have, everyone has Friday the 13th on NES. That's one of the staples, right, guys? But my Friday the 13th is signed by the original Jason Voorhees, the guy who played the actor who played Jason in the original first 5 movies, signed it himself. So I have those collections. One of my games is signed by Robert England, which is Freddy Krueger. So just to give you a heads up, I do have a lot of rarity in my collection, so I'm not keen on getting rid of it right now. In the future, that may be a possibility. Who knows? But right now, no, I'm not. I'm not planning on selling my collection. But and with that same tone, I'm not looking to like I used to go out on weekends to like thrift stores, or I'll go to a game store, retro game store, and pick up the games that I want. But these games now, Hibbs, the reason why I'm out is because they gotten to a point where they're not fun to collect anymore. If I have to go to a store, Hiba,
Mhm.
and I walk in and the game's gonna cost me $80 to own a physical copy, I kind of don't want it. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of don't want it. It's $70 for a PS5 game right now, or depending on the title, and for PS4 games, it's about $65. Switch
Mhm.
games were around the same price. We're about to get what? Pokemon Arceus
Yes.
for $65 for a Switch. So
Is it 65? That was 59.99.
what's tax? $65. Shut the
Okay.
fuck up.
All
Okay.
right. Jeez.
Okay. Come on.
All
Let's
right.
go brass tacks.
Oh,
We live in
oh,
New York. Come
Jesus.
on.
Games are
Enough.
getting you aggressive here.
Yeah, and 100%. It gets me mad tight. So when I have to like, let's put it this way. It goes back to like, let's think about it, Hip. Let's take our retro for a minute. Buying a PS5 or an Xbox. How bad was that?
It's really bad.
It was horrible. To this day, it's horrible. If you're able to get your hands on them, the scalpers sell them for at least $800 to $900, and that's not that's street price. That's not
Well, hold
retail.
on a second. Time out. But it can come from the fact that because of the pandemic, shortage of computer chips, like there's a lot going on too. Like, I mean, this wouldn't be normal circumstance that even after a year you can't get a console. You know what I'm saying? That's a little extreme.
Of course.
But that could be chalked up to the pandemic and stuff like that. And if this, I don't know, this is a way of life now, so we're always going to be in a pandemic now. I don't know, you
Yeah.
know, like things come out and then you never see them again, and they're always just shorthanded. And
Yeah.
everything that you have becomes super rare now because no one can get it anymore.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? And then people that are home because of the pandemic, they live these childhood, because we grew up, a lot of people still grew up in the 80s and 90s. They want these retro games. And I don't blame them. But when you get to a person that's on Facebook Marketplace and they have an Atari 2800 and they're talking about, I know what I have, I got 3 games for it, it's $500, you kind of want to smack the guy in the face and tell him, what's wrong with you? Like that kind of makes me, I'm not gonna lie, kind of makes me pissed. So as far as retro collecting, I am 100% out. I'm not out looking for games. I'm not gonna go looking. I mean, if I so happen to come across my Rule of Rose for like $30, $40, hey, that's great. I'll pick that up. That's one of the games I want for my PS2 collection. But as far as me going out to buying more and adding more to my retro collection, no, I'm done. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to put it right out there, guys. If I want to play some of these retro games, I can either modify a system and download the ROM, or I can get it on Raspberry Pi. That's the way I am right
Don't
now at
let
this point.
these people hear you.
I know, I know. Let's face facts. Come
Don't let
on,
these people hear you.
that's a taboo. That's a taboo type word. But let's face facts. They're not stupid. I know our listeners out there are not dumb either. You can get Raspberry Pis and still get the same thing. It really is stupid.
Yeah.
So at this point in time, as far as retro collecting goes, I'm 110% out. I
Okay.
can't collect anymore.
Okay. Well, I have my own thing that's happening to me this week that I would like to share. But
Okay.
before that, I want to jump into that topic first. So we're going to change things up. We're going to go into Tesla news. Okay, James. So check this out. I'm going to tell you. I have a lot of things on Tesla right now because we skipped. So there's lots of things happening here. Let me tell you what happened to me, all right? And you
Uh
tell
huh.
me how this makes sense in the automobile industry, how this thing makes sense, okay? So I'm trying to purchase a Model Y, right? I'm looking
Okay.
into it. I
Okay.
wanted to test drive a Model Y. Okay,
Good luck.
that's
God
fair.
bless.
No,
Good luck and God bless. Okay.
that's fair enough, right? I feel like that's pretty fair. You
I
want
think
to purchase a car, you
I
want to test drive it.
I just want to point out that I think we did do that prior to you getting the Model 3.
I want to test drive a Model Y.
Again?
I want to test drive it. I think it's a pretty reasonable thing to ask is before I spend $60,000, I test drive a car.
Of course.
Okay? All right, cool. So I go online. I'm like, all right, Tesla has a little link that says test drive. Click, 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 All
Yeah.
right, they want my information. Cool. Cool. This is normal. Take my information. All right, cool. Then you get to a point where you have to put your zip code. And then it tells you, yeah, no, there's no car so you can test drive here. Get lost.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, how is that possible? Okay, like I said, like I just told you 10 seconds ago, maybe you didn't hear me, so I'm going to repeat itself. Prior to you getting a Model 3, we both drove a deep blue Model Y,
I
close to
understand.
our
I
job.
don't want that one. I want to test drive a 2020 Model Y. I want to test drive that. And I'll get into why I'm trying to drive a 2020. I'm sorry, 2022. 2022. That's the year we're in. Oh my God. I'm in like 2 years behind. We're in 2022. The point is, I think it's pretty fair that before I spend like $68,000 that I am able to test drive that car. If I was to go into any dealership on the street and
Uh
I said
huh.
I want to test drive a 2022 Lamborghini, they're going to give me keys to that car. I
I'm
think
sure.
that's fair. I think that's just a fair statement, right?
After a giant deposit, but sure, of course they're going to give you those keys. You got it.
No, 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 no. They let you test drive, man. Okay, maybe
Anyway,
not a
anyway,
Lamborghini. Let's go to a Porsche. All right,
anyway,
let's
let's
get
just.
back to
Who gives a shit about those cars? I want a Tesla, so let's go back to that.
So my point is, James, you cannot test drive a Tesla. And I was like, yo, this has to be some type of mistake. And they told me the closest place that I can test drive a Tesla in my area is in New Jersey, Springfield, New Jersey.
Fuck that noise.
And I'm like,
No
how
way.
does that make any sense? How do you not have cars to test drive? Right? So I was like, this got to be a mistake. Something's going on, right? So I try to call the local Tesla place here, right? You
Uh,
call their number, which is a local area code number, but then it goes to their 800 number. So it doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter who you're calling because it doesn't go to that local store who has actual Teslas in their possession, right? Doesn't matter.
okay.
So then I went to the live chat. I was like, all right, screw it. I'm going to go to live chat. I go to live chat and they basically go like, yeah, we don't have any cars. Try again later.
What?
Yeah.
So what happened on me? My question would have been next. I'm sorry, I'm going to be a nosy bastard. Where are your test drive cars that you normally have so people can test
They
drive?
gave them away. Remember how you have a choice? You can either wait for a brand new car or they sniff you a demo car.
Oh, that's right.
They gave them away.
That's
They're
some
so behind.
stupid
Yeah, they're
practice.
so behind in their orders. They're giving away any type of vehicle that they own. If they own it, they're selling it.
And the sad part is, if you get one of those pre-owned, because they're pre-owned, let's face facts, the demo cars,
Yeah.
the mileage is still down, but they're still gonna want a price of 65 or better for a
Yes.
car
Yes.
that has more mileage than you would get for that same price at zero.
Yes. Yes. And they make you pay transport fees,
Yeah, which
which
is
is
an
a whole
additional five
thing.
hundred
Yeah.
dollars.
Yeah, which is a whole other thing. Not the point. The point here being is that I can't even test drive it. So now I'm like, without test driving it, do I just put
Just do
and,
like
oh yeah,
everybody else does, Hibbs.
no, the deposit for the order is $250 now, not even $100.
I know it's 250. I know that. That's why I didn't
Not
do
even
it.
$100.
Yep,
A lot has changed since I got my car, guys. A lot.
100%.
I think I got it right in the good
I just
place
want to.
it was.
I just want to point out, Hibbs. Let me ask
Yeah.
you a question before you move on to the next topic. 'Cause I gotta ask, how many mileage you got on your car right now?
I can tell you right now from the app.
So tell me right now from the app.
6,794.
6,794, and I guarantee you, if you called up Carvana today, you'd get more for the more money for that Model 3 than what you originally
Yeah,
got paid for it.
absolutely. I know, but then I would never get another car
No, nope.
because they're all like gone.
Yep. It'll take you like 6 months to a year to get. Matter of fact, I think the pre-order date for the Model Y is July or June. I
Yes.
think
Yeah, it's
it's
like
really
6
out
months
there.
from now. It's
Yeah, it's
crazy.
it's it's like insane.
It's crazy. Another thing that Tesla's having is Tesla recalls nearly 500,000 cars over camera and trunk defects.
Oh shit!
500,000? Wait, they said nearly 500,000. So close to 500,000 cars got recalled. That's a lot. And
Yeah.
over cameras, the entire freaking autopilot bullshit. Trunk, fine. Trunk is not dangerous. It's annoying. It's not dangerous. But autopilot, come on.
Yeah, of course.
Come on. Like, wow. But these were Model 3s from 2017 to 2020.
Yeah.
Just so everyone knows. Other recalls were like 119,000 Model S from 2014 to
Excuse
2021.
me.
So Model S was in there as well. For the Model S, people paying $100,000, they should not have any trunk
That's
defects.
insane.
But should not
You
have
pay
trunk defect
top
though.
fucking dollar for that car, and you're telling me you got trunk? Yo, I would come back
Yeah,
livid. How about this?
yeah.
Give me
Give
the
me my
motherfucking part.
Lambo.
Give me
I'm
that.
done.
Give me that part. I'll do it myself because apparently you guys are incompetent. Is what I would tell them.
I just give me a Lambo instead.
Shit,
Audi R8,
hundred
here I come.
$1,000
Come on
car.
now.
That would maybe let me put it this
Nissan
way,
GTR. Let's
guys.
go.
guys, guys, I would rethink my entire life if I bought a $100,000 car and you're telling me there's two defects and I have to bring my car back. That's when I go, you know what? Kind of don't want this car. You know what I kind of want? My fucking money back.
Yeah.
That's insane. Kind of
Yeah.
don't want your car no more. Give it to the
Well,
next dumbass.
well, you remember in the last podcast, I did say that Tesla is gonna let people play while they drive.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, and we both said that sounds like a bad idea.
100%.
That sounds like a
100%.
lawsuit waiting to happen.
100%.
So, I mean, I did get the latest update. I do have that holiday update that was promised by Daddy Elon. So I did get that.
Daddy Elon, that update
Yeah.
kind of not 100%. But
Well,
go.
we're gonna get in that, right? We're gonna
Yeah.
get in that.
Yeah.
So what they're saying is now the NHTSA, which is National Highway something security. Yeah, yeah,
Transportation
whatever.
security. So yeah.
Yeah, well, whatever, right? These people,
Uh-huh.
they, they're launching investigation over this. And yeah,
Yo, yo, they called you out, Daddy. They called you out.
because you know what it is with that new update, with that holiday update. It's
Yeah,
right. I can literally drive my car and play the game. Because
yeah.
now it's not full screen anymore. The game doesn't have to be full screen. They make it tiny now. Now I can see the car driving and my everything that I need. So technically, I
They
can
need to,
literally play games and drive right
they
now.
they just need to do a Sony PlayStation and just patch that bitch. That's what they need to do. Just patch that so they won't
Yeah,
do
well,
that again.
they're getting investigated, so you know something's gonna happen there.
Yeah,
Because you
that's
know what the
smart.
next reports is gonna be, Tesla on autopilot hits a little baby in a stroller and a little cute little puppy because a person was playing their video game.
They were two playing Sonic 2.
Yeah, they're playing Sonic 2, and they hit a little baby in a stroller with a cute little puppy and a red balloon.
Dude, you know, not for nothing. I had a conversation. I'm gonna go back. It goes back to a little bit to the I'm gonna use it a little bit on this in this conversation for
Mhm.
Tesla. So I was talking to one of my a long time ago, one of my retro friends people, and they're like, "Yo, you're gonna get the PlayStation Classic?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." It's a mini console, guys. PlayStation Classic was designed by Sony. It's a mini classic that
Mhm.
supposed to rival all the Nintendo classics. I said they did it wrong. What do you mean they did it wrong? What they should have did was add a Wi-Fi adapter so that way you can go to the Sony store and download the games directly to the classic. James, they need to put you on the crew. Dude, now that you guys heard that story, goes back to Tesla. You really need to talk to the people who bought your cars because we all would have told you bad fucking idea.
Well,
That
there'll
would have
be
been
that one
bad.
guy that's gonna be like, "Yay!"
Yeah, and that's the guy that needs to get bitch slapped in his face. Like, how
Yeah.
stupid are you? People are people. They're going to make mistakes, and they're going to do the stupid mistakes.
Yeah,
It's like taking my dad's keys while he's sleeping, so I can get drunk and hang out with my friends. Fuck mistake. That's a mistake like that.
yeah, it's pretty bad. This is bad on their part. Unless they did it for like passengers only, and you'd be like, how would they tell? By the weight of the seat, you know, because seats have sensors in them for weight, and that's how they
Correct.
know if someone's sitting there. So if someone's actually sitting there, they
The
could
airbag
then,
goes off.
yeah, exactly. So then they be like, okay, so there really is a passenger, and the passenger is playing. So that's how they could have got around that, but whatever. It's smart people over there. So is another while we're in this topic, I'm gonna get into that holiday update they did. They
Okay.
changed the entire way the screen looks. Like, I mean, everything is
Yeah.
different. Like, you have to relearn your entire car again. So imagine waking up one morning, like you went to sleep, everything's all good, your car updated, you don't think nothing of it. You wake up the next morning, you're trying to go to work, and your whole system is all like new. And now you're trying to go to work, but now you're trying to learn how to like turn on the fan, turn off the wipers, where your lights at. Like, everything changed. Everything is rearranged.
Yeah.
It's crazy. When I sat there, I was like, what the F? I kind of like the old one. I liked it. It was simple. And then they made it super, super complicated. What they did was they try to make everything focus on the navigation. So they make the navigation bigger, which is great, except they hid all the other little icons you would ever need. So they buried it within menus. So if
See
you
if you can place a video, not video, but like a picture of the screen over here when you put it on the YouTube channel so that people can see this thing because this thing is just off
yeah,
charts.
it's so bad. I actually took notes on how bad it is, James.
Go ahead, let's
Okay.
go.
All right. Number 1. Here's my list here. Number 1. Why does the music have to open full screen every time I tap on it? Just leave it the same size as it was. So the music used to open up all the way on the bottom, just a little tab. You can see your music. You can hit pause, forward, whatever. Now, if you hit music, it's the entire navigation screen. You can't
Yeah.
make it tiny. It's the entire screen. Either you have music or you don't have music now. Now you don't get the little bar that have the song name and anything. That's my number 1. Number 2.
Mhm.
Why remove the cards? I really miss swiping to see my tripometer and consumption and tire pressures, which is true. Now, if you want to see your PSI and your tires, you got to go into 3 menus to see that bitch. All right? Before it used to be just on your screen. It was easy. I was driving. I just swipe it. I see it. I'm good. Now it's buried in a menu. Now I got to play around with the menus to get to it. That sucks. Okay. Number 3. Why did they move the supercharger locator off the main map screen? What? They
Okay.
removed, yeah.
Okay.
Why? Why?
Why?
Why?
Do you not want me? Do you not want me to supercharge? Is that what you're trying to tell me, Elon? I don't
It's like
understand.
they buried everything into menus. That's what they did. They were like, oh, you know what? We don't need nothing on the home screen. Let's just bury everything in within menus. And it's like that's great, except I wasn't driving 80 miles per hour. You know what I'm saying? That would be great if I wasn't driving.
Yep.
But I'm driving now. I can't go into like 4 or 5 different menus. Like, what are you doing? All right, next one. I can't play solitaire while sitting in line at a drive-through without putting the car in park. I like playing a hand of solitaire when I was in a line. Yeah, I used to play solitaire all the time when I was in drive-throughs, and now I can't unless I put the car in park. Which is the dumbest. That's
That's
what you did.
but you allow me to drive the car so I can play video games. I can play Sonic 2. Is that what you're trying to tell me, Elon?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
It's kind of messed up. So then another one. Why remove the seat heater icons and just leave a blank space? Now you have to literally open up the whole little heating menu, AC, air fan menu to get to seating your heats. Before it was right on the screen, you just tapped it and that was it. Now it's buried within menus. Everything goes back to being buried within menus. That's what ticks me off. Okay. Let's see. Why remove the dash cam recording button? I liked being able to just tap it and save a clip. Now it's buried within menus.
So no more wham bam Tesla cam.
Well,
But
you
okay.
can. Now you got to open up 2 menus. So you are in an accident, you better get your head together because now you got to open up 2 or 3 menus to record and to save it.
That's so
Before
stupid.
it used to be just on the screen and you just tap it and it just saves. But now it's like, then you got to go into menus and I'm driving. I honked at some guy. I'm nervous and now I got to go to menus. Come on.
Yeah, no.
That's bad. Removing the icons for cellular strength and Bluetooth and all that type of stuff. So again, it's buried within menus. Before we were able to see how much like LTE bars we have, if the Bluetooth was on or connected, we are able to see all those icons on the screen. Now they're gone. Now you got to go into the menu. They did like a iPhone thing, you can almost say, for that one. Oh yeah, you guys like my list? I have a lot. You guys like it? I did a lot of homework for you guys. You guys better like it. Give me a big like because I did a homework for here. All right, next one. So the color icons, they made all the little icons colored. Before they used to be black and white, and now they're all like different colors. I mean, it makes no sense. To me, they made everything black and then it made the icons colored. I don't know. Made no sense to me. I like that simple white and black thing. That was really good. They removed the profile selector. So now, for me, it doesn't matter because it's my car and I only have one profile, so it doesn't matter. But if you have a husband or wife, or you share your car with other people, and you had different profiles, you were easily able to tap it on the screen on your car and then change it to the correct person. Because what happens is the car will pick up whoever key is the closest to the car. and keys are sometimes phones. So if both of you guys have it there and sometimes a car picked the wrong person's profile, you're able to just tap it. But now you've guessed it, is buried within menus. Okay. Um why did they remove the X button? Now I have to swipe down on everything to close it. Yeah. Why? Who sat there and thought about, you know what? We don't need an X button. Just swipe down for everything. The only thing I like, I will say the only thing I like that they added is, will give them a thumbs up, is that they added that when you do a turn signal thing, you can now have your camera pop up for blind spot. So your side mirror camera will come up for blind spot. That's kind of cool. Thank you. That makes sense. And that was my rant on that.
I just want to point out, dear Mr. Hacker, can you please find a way to block Daddy Elon for delivering these nice little gifties to my car? I would like that so very much. How about this? Can we downgrade back to the original software? Because Daddy Elon done fucked up. I just want to point that out.
Well, you want to know what else they messed up on?
What?
Tesla's putting 2017 battery packs in brand new 2021 cars.
Sounds about right.
Like, what? What?
Yeah.
Are
Sounds
you
about right.
kidding me? So they don't have enough, and they're trying to push out all the orders and everything. That's what this report says. Tesla is in the middle of a delivery wave to get the inventory as low as possible. Hence why I can't test drive any cars.
Oh, I just want to point out. I just want to point out something real quick.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. When you bought your car,
Mm-hmm.
it was about what, 40 grand?
No, it was $35,000, and I added all the extra stuff to it, and
So
then
it's about
taxes
40
and everything.
right now. So if I was to buy your Model 3 right now,
Yeah,
how much would it cost me?
I think starting it's like 45.
45. So 40 grand was for your car.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go across the brass tacks. Then we modded the hell, guys.
Mhm.
Check out Everything Electrified YouTube channel. You'll see the mods that we've done to this car. We modded the hell and improved the hell out
I
of that
still have
car.
more mods to go.
More mods to go,
I have
guys.
lots of things in the
She
bank.
does not get fudging bored with that Tesla. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so we do a lot more mods to that car, and we made it better than what Tesla sold it to you for. But if
Well,
I was to
that's
wait,
an opinion.
I'm getting to a point. Just
Uh-huh.
let me get there. So about 40 grand you got in the car plus whatever we've put into the car
Mhm.
so far. Couple of, I'm gonna say some of these mods are a couple of $1,000s, not labor, guys. It's just parts. Parts are no joke for Teslas. They're just no joke.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on where you go, check out Hand Show if you guys want Hand Show. We do have EE Tesla. Put it on there as a discount code. You guys will get discounts. Sorry,
Mhm.
shameless plug. Sorry about that. So we did a great job with that, which is getting closer. Right now, your car is closer to the current market of what it would cost right now to buy a Model 3.
Mhm.
Imagine if I bought my Model Y now. If I bought
Yeah.
my Model Y now, it's going to cost me about 65 grand. The one I want, it's about
Mhm.
65 grand. And it still doesn't come with the mods that I really want for the car. So it's going to cost me close to it's going to cost me closer to what a Model X costs. And I still won't get the same features that I want. I find that stunning. I'm sorry. It's just, what? All right. Anyway, I'm sorry, Hibbs.
Yeah, I mean, it comes back to supply and demand, right? The supply is not there, the demand is high, so the prices is going to be high. It just comes back to all of that. I got lucky. I did the move. I didn't know the future, of course, but I just made moves at the right time, and I was able to. Everything worked out really well for me, so I got it on the lower price. But if I was to wait and do it now, I would be in the same boat. It would cost me more money, and I would have to put more down or whatever I had to do.
Well, guys, also,
So,
I want to point out, too, um, Hiba is
mhm,
right. So she, in her life, she's able to balance those finances to get those cars. So please, before you decide to buy a Tesla, just take a look at your life and your finances before you make that decision. Because as you can see, these cars, whether it was back when Hiba bought the car till now, they're high. They're just high. They really
mhm,
are. You have to
mhm.
really balance those prices to get your Tesla.
All right, so we're gonna move on to the next topic here is going to be some tech news. All right, so in tech news, check this out. I think, James, you're going to flip out about this. Okay. So the Amazon lady, I'm not going to say her name because it might trigger some around us, okay?
Yeah.
But the Amazon lady,
Yeah.
right? News article comes up. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me check out the news article. Apparently, the Amazon lady told a 10-year-old kid something.
What was that?
I'm going to read it because this person, the mother, then screenshot, because you know how you can go in your history on whatever your Amazon lady says to you in the app.
Oh yeah. You could see what her responses are.
Yes, exactly. So the lady went there and she screenshot it and she posted it online. So this is the screenshot that she posted. I'm going to read what it says. So the Amazon lady told this 10-year-old girl this. Here's something I found on the web. According to ourcommunitynow.com, the challenge is simple. Plug in a phone charger about halfway into the wall outlet, then touch a penny to the exposed prongs.
Yes! Yes!
What?
Yo! Eliminate the dumb people. Go for you, Amazon. Go for yours.
Yo, you know how bad they could get sued if they actually did it.
Yeah, wait. Please read that again. I need to hear it one more time.
The Amazon lady with her little speaker box told a 10-year-old girl this. Okay, I don't know what the question was, but this was her reply to this 10-year-old girl. Okay, here's something I found on the web. According to ourcommunitynow.com, the challenge is simple. Plug in a phone charger about halfway in a wall outlet, then touch a penny to the exposed prongs. Told the 10-year-old kid this. The mother freaked out, man. Since then, Amazon has owned up to it. They fixed it. They said whatever they said to make it whatever. But they have fixed this. But I'm telling you, man, like,
yes.
Keep your kids away from these. These things are not babysitters, guys. These
I'm gonna say
not
straight
babysitters.
Up. Your Echo, either your Echo Show, your Echo Dot, your Echo Frames, or your Echo Fire Cube. If it came back and told your kid that, I could only imagine what the question was. That's first off. And second off, go for yours. That Echo, get rid of the dumb people. What? Wait. Get rid of. Excuse me. Get rid of the slow people. One penny at a time.
Listen, it's a little kid. It's not a dumb person. It's a little kid. Come on. Have you ever talked to a 10-year-old? Like, their minds are not developed, you know? They don't understand it. They're going to be like, okay, sure. Robot lady.
Mom, let me go get your iPhone charger and a penny.
She did ask her mom for that, and that's probably how her mom found out.
Why do you need that, son? Why do you need that, son or daughter? Echo lady said that it needs to happen.
Yes, exactly.
I'm just following the old lore. That is the Echo Dot.
Jesus. I thought you would enjoy that one.
That was funny. I'll give that. That was funny. I just want to point out, guys, I live that Echo life. I have her in the bathroom. I have her in my living room. I have her in my bedroom. I even have her in the kitchen. So if she ever told me that, dude, I will definitely punch her out of any one of those spots. I give you 0 fucks. Stupid ass.
All right. I'm glad you like this. So we're gonna keep going on to some more tech news here. So Apple reportedly is giving 180,000 stock bonus to employees to prevent them jumping ship to Meta. And if you don't know what Meta is, Facebook is now called Meta, or their parent company is now called Meta.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Remember we reported it. Facebook's going to change its name.
Oh, yeah, Meta.
Yes, Meta. So they changed it to Meta, right? So for Apple to keep its employees from people to jumping over to Meta, Facebook, Meta, whatever, they're giving them 180K stock bonuses, bro.
We're in the wrong job, bro.
Hello.
We're in the wrong
Apple,
job.
hello.
Apple,
you can have me.
We are definitely good spokespeople. I could definitely use 180,000 of your fucking stocks in my portfolio, please.
Is to prevent them from feeling underpaid and jumping ship. So that means you do underpay them. So that's exactly what that means. If
you
your
just
employee
openly
feels that
said
way,
that.
If your employee feels that way, and then you see that another company's paying more, and that's where people want to head towards, yeah. So that means you are underpaying them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Yeah. Bad on you. Bad apple.
Yeah.
Bad apple.
So that's the
Not a
reason.
good apple.
That's the reason why you're trying to keep them.
Yeah. Come on.
If you have talented people, please pay them accordingly. Don't shit
Yeah.
on them.
So another thing that I think you're gonna really enjoy. You're gonna love this. You're gonna
Uh
love this. I actually enjoy this, but you're gonna love it. So
huh.
DoorDash. Okay,
Uh
DoorDash. So what DoorDash is doing, the company itself, all right, it's making every single employee of DoorDash do at least one delivery a month, mandatory.
Okay.
And I like that.
I
But
like that idea.
these people that are making 400K a year sitting in an office don't want to do it.
Well, you know what? That's tough titty. That's
Yeah,
tough.
I think
Like
that's awesome.
seriously.
I agree. The person who's making 400K a year sitting in their cozy little office should make a delivery and
Get
see how it
yeah,
feels.
get
Then
your
you can
fat
change.
fucking ass off that fucking executive fucking chair and
Yes.
go make one freaking delivery
One delivery a
and
month. That's it.
see how it is to how people bust their ass every day.
Yes.
That's not a problem.
So you can see how the system is working, how the app is working, how the payout is. It's just so you get the experience of what other people are going through.
I
That's
agree
what
with
they do
them.
it. That's good. That's a good DoorDash. That's a
Yeah.
good one.
I
And
think
bad on those employees that don't want to do it.
I think other companies should follow. Like Amazon, you should like you have Echo Flex, Amazon Flex, excuse me. You give it to a lot. Let one of your executives go out and bust their ass for a day. I think
Yes.
that'd be fantastic. Let them
Yes.
understand. You know why, guys? And I think I know where Hib was coming with to this.
Hmm.
The only way for you to understand how hard your employees work and how valued they are, Apple, uh, to do their jobs, be in their foot. You know what I mean? Get in there in that role. That way, when you go ahead and make decisions,
Yes.
you'll be able to ascertain what the severity of that decision is going to be made. So I think that's
100%.
fantastic, DoorDash. Good on you.
Well, since we're going to talk about the bad apple, here's a good apple. Apple's using something called digital legacy feature to pass on your data to someone when you die.
I like that.
That's nice because you know like people now have a lot of data and there's no way to retrieve it if a person dies. So that's pretty cool. Like data could include like passwords to your like Bitcoin wallet,
Yeah.
you know, things like that as well. And maybe you want to like have your spouse or your kids know or something. So I think that's pretty
Well,
cool.
that makes sense because I hate to say it, but I'm going to tell you guys live. My mother goes on vacation once in a while. Before she goes, she's like me. She wants to be prepared in case anything happens. So she had hit me up 2 days ago and goes, "Hey, honey, I'm going to make a will. Me and your stepfather are going to make a will, just in case something happens while we're away. We need to make sure you guys are taken care of." In that will that she made, right? She did it through legal Zoom, right? In the will, it does say if I'm entitled to anything that she has as far as her cell phone. So if her cell phone had photos, messages, all that stuff, by law I should be transferred over to get that as well. So good on you. I'm glad
Yes.
you're doing that. I'm glad that actually is true on that in that
So the
part.
digital legacy program lets you give your Apple ID account to someone if you die. You can choose your digital legacy contact using a computer or Apple ID menu on your iPhone and iPad. Once the contact provides a death certificate and key, they'll have access to your photos, documents, text messages, and more.
Yeah, I like that.
You know,
That's
and it
cool.
makes it easier. Like, I'm gonna tell you something, right? I'm gonna tell you something, which is kind of sad, you know, in a way. So, like, my grandpa, right? He's passed away. He passed away like maybe 3 or 4 years ago. It's been a while, all right.
Mhm.
But he's like my best friend, all right.
Okay.
And you know, he had a Facebook. Not that he used a Facebook, he understood a Facebook. He just had a Facebook, all right. Every year on his birthday, you'll see like his thing come up like, oh, it's his birthday, wish him a happy birthday and stuff like that. And I'm gonna tell you, that kind of sucks. That kind of
Yeah.
hurts a little bit, you
Yeah,
know?
it stings.
It does. I'm like,
It stings.
yeah, you know, I didn't really need to be reminded of this. Like, I don't want to like actively think about this now, you know? Like,
Like
and I
I'm trying to still keep it in my heart,
and
but
I
I don't
did
want to keep
report
it in
it.
my.
And I did report it to Facebook, like, hey, this person is my grandpa. He's no longer existing anymore. And they didn't do anything. Like, I don't know. Like, how do you get like imagine all the profiles out there? There's tons of like actual social media profiles of people that don't exist anymore.
I used to work at Best Buy, right? A long time ago. and I was part of
Oh.
the Geek Squad,
Uh-huh.
and we had a person. His name was Ed. Right? He was a wheelchair. He had
Yeah.
birth defect, whatever. But he's a great guy. I left a long time ago. I actually had left Best Buy, but it didn't matter. He drove the way he drove. He gotta give him credit, man. He was able to like control his car with special sticks so he can drive the car. Like he had to do certain things just to get into the car and drag his chair into the car, and then he was able to drive. That's how bad it was. Turns out, like after I left Best Buy to bigger and better things, I was still friends with them. I found out through friends that he had passed on. He had passed away in his sleep. May he rest in peace. And every year, since he's my friend, his birthday comes up. I know how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
And there are people to this day will still wish Ed happy birthday if he was still alive.
Right.
It hurts. So I know how you feel. Facebook, I get it. Some people would like to keep their Facebooks alive that passed on just to keep that thought. Some people do not. Please, please do something about that because it
Yeah.
hurts.
Yeah. That's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
It is. It is. All right. I'm gonna go to this other thing. We have to talk about cryptocurrency. That's what we do here. So we're gonna
Yeah.
talk a little cryptocurrency. This thing pissed me off. When I read this, I was low key mad.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna read it, and you're gonna be low key mad too. So you ready?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Bitcoin whale. Hear me out. Bitcoin whale moves
Oh wait,
5.
before you continue,
Mhm.
what is a whale?
A whale is someone that's huge. It's fat, is big, and has a lot of money.
Okay. So he's got a lot of Bitcoin.
Yes. A
Okay.
Bitcoin whale moves 506 million Bitcoins for just 79 cents in fees. Tell me you're not pissed. Tell me you're
Okay.
not pissed because
That
think
pisses me
about how
off,
many
bro.
gas fees that you pay for something that's so insignificant.
100%. How
Mhm.
did he get it for 79 cents?
506 million. This is the same thing when these people, right, get charged with some stuff and they get a slap on the wrist and they get to leave. And these are the same people that don't pay taxes, right? But then we get stuck with everything. They find the loopholes, they find everything, but we get stuck with all the fees, all the taxes, all the everything. I'm pissed. When I saw that,
Yeah.
I was triggered. I'm not gonna lie, I was
79
triggered.
cents. That pisses me off because I have Bitcoin. Well, I don't have Bitcoin, but I have digital currencies. You
Mhm.
do too.
You try to
But
move that from one wallet to
try to
another.
move
See
that
how
from one
much.
wallet.
Yeah.
How much freaking gas fees you pay? If you
Yes.
have $100, by the time you get it over, it's like you got like 50.
$20.
Better
Oh,
yet,
okay.
20. You
Yeah.
get
Mhm.
shitted on.
Yes. It's straight trash. And when I read this, I was so mad. This particular whale, it has the 70th largest wallet. So he's sitting on 70. There's 69 people ahead of him with bigger wallets than that.
Dude, I want to stab every single one of them. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me right now?
Yeah.
79 cents. Go
Yeah.
away.
79 can't even be $1, bro. 79 cents, man. Wow.
Makes me
Just
want
just
makes me want to hack
yeah.
your wallet. I'm not even joking. Makes me want to hack your wallet.
Wow.
That's terrible.
Wow. Wow. So another thing, since we're in crypto news, US returns 154 million Bitcoins stolen by a Sony employee.
Oh
Oh, you
shit.
like that one. So the United States has taken legal action to seize and return over 154 million stolen from Sony Life Insurance Company, a Sony subsidiary, by an employee in a textbook business email compromise attack. According to the government, an employee of Sony Life Insurance Company, or Sony Life in Tokyo, diverted the 154 million when the company attempted to transfer funds between its financial accounts. So they stole. They
Yeah.
stole the
They
damn
were
thing.
skimming. They were skimming.
They stole. They
Yeah.
were like, "Oh, Sony's not gonna remember 154 million."
No, they got plenty of billions. Fuck that. They're not gonna see
Yeah.
this.
So he did this by falsifying the transaction instructions, which caused the funds to be transferred to an account that was controlled by him, by the
Wow.
employee.
Wow.
Then he converted that funds into Bitcoin.
Yo.
Yeah. He
Yo.
sold 154 million
He
from
laundered
Sony,
it. He
from
laundered it.
PlayStation. So wait, hold on a second. These are people that make PlayStation. These are the same
Yeah.
people that sue you for making the plastic covers for their PS5s.
Go ahead, sue us.
Yeah, these are the same people that do that. Okay. Then he converted the stolen funds into 3,879 Bitcoin through Coinbase.
Wow.
Yeah. And then he set up another wallet to transfer this, like a cold wallet to transfer the funds to.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you get caught,
Yeah.
yeah. The
Oh,
FBI
good.
seized the wallet and got everything and gave it back to Sony. So if anything, Sony made money because Bitcoin went up. So Sony actually made more money from this.
So while this guy was sitting in prison, Sony's like, "Thanks, dickhead.
Yeah.
You made us more
Thanks.
rich."
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty
Wow.
much. Pretty
Wow.
much. Yeah. There's some good stories here, isn't there?
Yeah, that's really good. I like that one. I like
Okay.
that one.
All right. So another thing with we're jumping back between to Apple. Sorry, I have my stories all over the place. Apple iPhone users, we talked about this earlier. You can now coming soon, have an easier way to go through airport security lines. So they're basically giving you a whole like ID feature where you can just go through security with your ID. It's
I
on
like
your
that.
phone. So you don't need a maybe you need a password, maybe you don't, depending on where you're going, but
Of
you'll have
course.
at least your ID in your phone and everything so you can just travel with your phone.
I like that.
And you'll
It's-
get through like the TSA line and everything like that.
Especially Apple phones. I'm not saying they're impenetrable, but they're pretty hard to break through. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, so that's going on for that. That's all I have for tech news. And that being said, we're gonna move on to some world news. Okay, world news. Really, really quick. Okay. Really, really quick. The virus is out there. Omicron is out there.
Omicron, yeah.
So apparently it's Omicron may double risk of getting affected on planes. Just so you guys know, holiday season, you guys are traveling. I thought it was important letting you guys know it's a bigger risk, double risk actually, to get it while you're traveling on planes.
Yeah.
So just letting you guys know to stay safe, use hand sanitizer, stay away from other people. I know it's a plane, just try your best. Don't talk to strangers, stranger danger.
Yeah.
All those things apply. The other thing that I saw in world news, which this is gonna piss you off, Jane. Well, I don't know if it's gonna piss you off, but I just thought it was really dumb. Okay. Let me ask you something. You're in a relationship.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. If you threw acid, I'm sorry, I have to say this. If you
Okay.
threw
That
acid,
took a dark turn, but sure.
I have to say it. If you threw acid on the girl's face, would you expect her to marry you?
No. I kind of think I would go to jail.
This girl
Or her dad
married
would kill me.
this girl married the dude.
What?
The boyfriend threw acid. Okay. The
Okay.
boyfriend threw acid on the girl's face. And the girl has now a face that's messed up because, it was acid. So,
Mm-hmm.
it's not going to look like it normally would.
Mm-hmm.
And she married the dude.
That's some weird courtship. I'm not gonna lie.
That is some weird foreplay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
some low self-esteem, domestic abuse. No one ever told us she needs help, man.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
what
like
is worse than getting acid? Like, now he's just gonna kill you next time because that's it, because that's who he is.
that's kind of like what is it? The hostage syndrome that people get when they're hostage. They fall in love with the people who
Oh,
took them hostage. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
Yeah.
I
It's kind of
guess.
like that.
It literally says a young Turkish woman has married the man who threw acid on her face and eyes, leaving her permanently disfigured with impaired vision.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they tied the knot just 2 years after he doused her with a chemical substance during a heated argument. How do you have acid laying around? Hold on a second.
Where do you
Hold on a
get that
second.
from?
Hold time out. This has to be pre-planned. How do
Yeah.
you have acid just to be like, oh, I got you now. I got acid here. And he goes and gets acid? Like, how does this happen?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
And
What's
then
going on?
2 years later, she married. Come on, bro.
What did
Now
she fall?
oh my
No,
god.
no, that doesn't make sense to me.
And why
Something's
did
up.
he marry her now?
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know. That's terrible.
Oh my god, he should be in jail. What's wrong with people? Low
Facts.
self-esteem and need help, man. Need help. All right, you know what? I'm gonna move on. That was a lot. All right, we're gonna move on to our last topic here. It's a good one. It's gonna be movie review. All right, in movie review, not this week, last week, The Matrix came out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the new Matrix, Matrix number 4, whatever it's called. And
Mm-hmm.
let me tell you guys, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Spoiler alert, number 1. Spoiler alert. So if you don't want to hear this, you should done click off right now. Okay? All right. Now that everybody, all the bad people are gone, everyone else listening here, um, I did not enjoy it. There, I said it. I said
I
it.
100% agree with you.
I said it.
I
I
did
said it.
not find it. I'm okay. Okay, hold up, hold up. Before we get into this,
Mm-hmm.
I find the action scenes really good, but the entire storyline and everything else
Yes.
was shit.
Yes.
You're building on nostalgia that really wasn't fucking there for me in the first place.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. I knew The Matrix was coming out, so I saw the last 3 movies back to back to back prior, like 2 or 3 weeks prior,
Yeah.
okay? So I'm refreshed. When I was watching this movie, I'm very refreshed on everything that was happening, okay? It's
Yeah.
all fresh in my mind.
Yes.
And I have to tell you something. This whole movie felt like a setup for another movie coming out.
Oh God, please don't do it.
Yeah,
Please.
it felt like a setup. It really did because nothing really happened. Like
Yeah.
if you look at it, it was like nothingness. It was like
Nothing got
4
resolved.
hours of nothingness. Like that's all there was. It was just like stupidity and nothingness. Okay?
Nothing got resolved.
And yeah, I don't even understand when it ended, I didn't understand nothing. I was like, "What?" So, that being said, I think they set it up for a number 5 to come out. Okay. The way they set it up is if it got funding and it was proved, it makes sense. Like you could easily continue the storyline. If it didn't, that's where it ended. That's how they kind of have it done. So I didn't enjoy it.
I did not. I did not. I mean, don't get me wrong. Did I like the action scenes? 100%. I had a lot of questions about it. The one thing you brought back, please God forgive me, you brought back John Wick, aka Keanu. So that's fine. I like Keanu, so I don't. It doesn't bother me. You brought back Trinity, who looks like Grandma.
Well, it's been
Where?
a while.
Okay.
I mean, that's the whole point. Uh-huh.
Okay. So they redid the character Morpheus to come back. Where is Lawrence Fishburne?
Maybe he didn't want to do it.
I don't blame him. I think he's probably the same idea I had. Just let good movies die. There's no need to rehash that shit.
Actually, I'm okay with them making another one, but the way they made it, I swear to God, it feels like there's another one that's gonna come out. It's like to be continued.
Oh
It is
no.
not like, oh yeah, it's done and we're good and we're good to go. It really is that is to be continued. It
Yeah.
really is.
No. Nope.
It really
Nope.
is.
I'm watching that again. I don't care
I
what.
will watch it because I
No.
feel like I don't know what the hell happened, so now I need to see it.
She is going to watch it without me because I am not watching that. I already took 2 shit movies this year, and one of them was Resident Evil. Which, by the way, at the end they make it like my mother. I let my mother watch it. My mother watch it.
Why did you torture her?
Well, I got it on Plex. I was able to put it
Oh
on my
my
Plex
God.
system.
Why did you watch it
So
again?
I did not. I just put it on Plex. I said, "Mom, hey, you want to watch Resident Evil?" She came back and told me, "Son, actually was not that bad. I want part 2." And I'm like, "What?" I hope to God don't make a part
I was
2.
so, you know what? You know what? Actually, I will give her that. It's not that bad because she saw it for free in her house. So it's
Yeah.
not that bad. So in that circumstance, it's not that bad. No, it's okay. I had to pay money and go to a theater and spend time away and everything and watch it.
Yeah.
That's when it was bad.
I could
Okay.
have had better
So
things to do.
exactly. So in her way, I kind of agree with her. It's not that bad. In her
Yeah.
way, how she saw it. But the way I saw it, it was bad. Same
It is
thing with The
bad.
Matrix. If I had to pay and see that in theaters, I'd be tight. I'd
Yeah.
be tight. But
HBO
because I
Max.
saw it at home, I was like, all right, whatever. Kind of sucked. I'm going to move on. My whole thing was, and oh, please, Keanu fans, do not come after me, please. Do not cancel me over this. And I'm going to say it. He's a great guy. I'm nothing against him as a person. But all his characters are the same sad, dopey, lonely people. Like, look at John Wick. John Wick and Neo are this exact same character, guys. If you look at it, right? I don't like actors that become like the same, they fit in this mold and become the same character. Ryan Reynolds is another one. I said it before. yeah, he's hilarious, but he's the same damn character.
Yeah, because he's a comedian, so no one can see him in a serious type role.
It doesn't have to be serious. It's like you close your eyes and he's saying the same jokes. He's doing the same things. Like it's the same thing. Keanu now is now the sad, lonely guy who lost his family. In this movie, he lost Trinity. So he's just this the way he talks the same. He
Yeah.
talks the absolute yeah. Like it's like so like short and like slow and I don't know, and it's just like sad. It's just sad. His whole thing is like sadness. When I look at him, I don't think like he's the chosen one. I didn't even think that before because he's just so sad. He became a badass in the third movie for like 15 minutes. That's when he became a badass. No joke. He was a badass. After that, he's just been a sad little human being. So yeah, people doubt you're the chosen one because you look like you're lost, right? And there's no fault of him, is how he was directed or whatever, But you look like you're lost. You look like you don't know what's going on. And that's why people don't believe in you. Like, damn. I don't believe in you either. You come back like 100 years later and you look like you're still the sad little guy that you went in the first time.
Yeah. No, I'm not watching
No.
that fucking movie again.
2 out of 10 sausage fingers for me.
1.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was
It was bad.
If you guys want to watch it, I mean, it's free,
Yeah.
right? Not free, but if you have HBO Max, which is what
Yeah.
we got, you can watch it through HBO Max. But
Yeah.
don't go to the movie theaters. Don't waste your time.
Yeah, no, bad, steer clear.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Don't waste your time. Don't do it.
All right, guys, that is all the time we have today for this podcast. Sorry we missed last week. It was the holidays. We were busy. Hopefully we'll get back on track starting next year. Thank you for all you people that have subscribed to us this year.
We love you.
We love you. We wouldn't know what we'd be doing without you. Probably not this. So thank you so much. I hope to keep adding you more to the next year, and let's see what happens.
And that goes for my New Year's. Thanks.
All right, guys, James gotta go. So that's it.
Go.
See you on the next one.